So don't come at me with a compliment and then hit me with a do better. Nah, just stay out my DMs, stay out my messages. Don't watch my videos if this is who you're going to be, because I don't need this energy in my life. What's up, guys? Omni here. You guys know how it goes. Another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep what recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow. And yeah, guys, no extended intro today. We're going to get right into the news. Just want to say thanks again for all the support. Thanks for leaving the likes and commenting. That it really helps boost up the videos, and I really appreciate it. Let's get into, there's only two things that you guys need to know for today. Number one, in gaming news, today is the day that Among Us releases the Airship patch, aka a new patch for Among Us where they release a new map called the Airship. Yeah, outside of just having a new map to play on, you'll be able to have more tasks to do. There's going to be like ladders that you can climb up and down. You're going to get new hats. There's going to be like a buddy system or a friend system. So there's a lot more updates coming with just the map itself. So a lot of people are going to be playing that today. And number two, what you probably need to know, Godzilla vs. Kong comes out today. You know, the epic battle between super big dinosaur and super big monkey. Who's going to win? Probably going to be Kong, because Godzilla is usually always painted as the bad guy, but we'll see. But yeah, those are the two things that you need to know if you want to watch the movie today. It's actually going to be out in AMC theaters as well, maybe somewhere locally as well, but I believe it's also available to watch online. So yeah, those are the two things that you need to know. Let's get into the news that you guys wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, and before I forget, there's actually one more additional thing that you need to know. Today is Mario's death day, aka the day that Mario dies. In case you guys don't know, there's this been ongoing joke on Twitter about how Mario's going to die today because a game that came out for the Nintendo Switch called Super Mario, is it 3D World or 3D Stars? Yeah, it's a game where you can play like 3 games in one as a package, as a bundle. And yeah, you're not going to be able to play the game after today because Nintendo is going to remove it from its actual services and directory for you to purchase it. So today's the last day you can actually buy this game. So there's a lot of memes going about it where people are saying, you know, today Mario dies, especially on the day. Today's the official Mario death day. A lot of people are kind of upset that Nintendo would do something, you know, have a product for limited time only when they could just not do that, kind of pressuring people to buy something so they don't miss out on it forever and ever. But yeah, so if you see Mario death day or Mario dying for any point in reason and time in the internet today, it's because he gets removed from the Nintendo directory forever and ever. So or as Gabe said, Flight getting back with his manipulative girl, ... Dang, you hate to see it happen. And it's a picture of not your average Flight, aka his YouTube video, and there's a video titled "Are We Back?" If in case you guys don't know, we talked about this about a week ago, and ooh, it's been a while since I said it. And we talked about this a while back. And yeah, FlightReacts guy, he just reacts to a bunch of stuff, plays a lot of sports games. Basically, we talked about how there was a clip where his girlfriend came in and basically unplugged his entire Twitch stream, basically made it so that he couldn't stream anymore. And he basically made this long 40-minute video with like 50 million ads. And yeah, I don't know if he actually took down the video, that I can't find it, but he spent like 30 or 40 minutes. Let me give you the quick TLDR. Basically, my man's popped off on Twitter and was basically like, yo, you know, we not together no more. You know, I don't stand for this kind of nonsense. You know, he was acting all, you know, grown, chin up and all that stuff. And then he made this video and there was like an ad every 5 seconds where he talked about the story about how he wasn't dealing with any of this. He was being held hostage, aka that she was basically just trying not to leave. And she was confused. His girlfriend, Andrea or something like that, confused because apparently they had just had sex or something like that. So yeah, long story short, he was basically like, yeah, acting like he was tossing her away. And now, not even a week later, it appears that he has, well, they have made up and he is taking her back. And a lot of people on Twitter are kind of like, dang, dog, basically calling him a simp.
But if you guys are wondering, are me and Andrea, you know what I'm saying, back together? The question is, yes, we're working out, you know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do about it? I don't give a f if you lost respect, if you don't look at me, you know, I don't give a f because you're nobody to begin with, you know what I'm saying? And you're already sitting on the bleachers. Real FTC members that really Flight already know that even if I announce something about my love life, you're not supposed to care about it.
Wow. Okay, this I mean, I'm just saying, my man's made like several tweets and he made like a 40-minute video talking about how he was not for this girl. But it gets a little bit deeper. He's probably bashing his audience right now. And if you kind of look at the video, it's like 15,000 dislikes. There's 40,000 likes, so I guess it's still kind of healthy, but he still didn't get like the squad on the full team on this page. Some of the comments says like, dang, she got you in the second place for real. Dang, come on, bro. April is here. We simping all year. Bro, she said he's for sure coming back with again and you're proving her point. Yeah, anyway, here's his Twitter, and he said, everybody makes mistakes. Appreciate everyone who understands, and FWM, F with me. Regardless, let me continue to give top tier entertainment. Hands up in the air emoji. Guy, the next reply said, you didn't make a mistake, you're just being human. The second person said, Flight, she has an OnlyFans, ... That's all I have to say. Now, there ain't nothing wrong. I don't know about this comment, okay? Nothing wrong with dating a girl with OnlyFans, okay? She an entrepreneur, okay? You need to chill out with that, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the FlightReacts drama in a nutshell. I'm not going to watch that whole video because he's basically backpedaling from everything that he said before. Like the first video, which I think got taken down, I can't find it. He was acting all macho, you know, talking about how you need to own up kings and kind of stuff like that. And then he just kind of started dialing back and be like, look, this is my life. I do whatever I want. And it didn't make sense. Mind you, I don't really care if he got back with the girl or not. I mean, if they're happy, they're happy. They have their own special dynamic, a special relationship, then it works for them. Kudos to them. It's just funny because, you know, obviously they're all putting all this information out on the internet for people to respond and listen to. So yeah, obviously people are going to be confused when you start saying one thing and you jump to the next. But yeah, that's the FlightReacts girlfriend situation. Yes, actual YouTube drama from YouTube itself. Several said YouTube is testing out videos that don't show dislikes. Now look, all right, this one's gonna be a double whammy, okay? And this one I'm gonna get maybe a little personal rant. I'm gonna show you guys this tweet that was made yesterday where YouTube is basically setting up this new system, but I'm also gonna talk about how my personal contact with YouTube on Twitter and how they basically gaslighted me into basically saying why my video got demonetized. They gave me one reason, and then after I asked them, they gave me another reason, and then as I kept asking questions, they kept giving me answers that didn't act. I'll tell you in a second, it was kind of garbage due to butter, but yeah, let's talk about this dislike system first. So Twitter yesterday said up emoji, down emoji, in response to creator feedback around well-being and targeted dislike campaigns. We're testing a few new designs that don't show the public dislike count. If you're part of this small experiment, you might spot one of these designs in the coming weeks, example below. And as you guys can see here, it's a YouTube bar where you can see all of the likes, but the dislike just doesn't show you how much it is. It just says dislike. Followed by creators. You'll still be able to see the exact number of likes and dislikes in YouTube Studio. So he's talking about me. So when I'm looking at my own videos and my own privacy in terms of YouTube Studio and app on my phone, then I will be able to see the numbers basically. For viewers, however, which would be you guys, if you're in the experiment, you can still like or dislike a video to share feedback with creators and help tune the recommendations you see on YouTube. So basically, you will not see my dislikes. You will only see how many likes I have. I will see the full thing, and obviously guys, that defeats the purpose of having a like/dislike bar. Like, how many videos have we watched together on this channel where we've been able to go to a video and we've seen the dislike ratio all the way at the bottom, so showing that this video is probably kind of sus. There's something wrong with this video, whether it's a scam, somebody's lying, someone's being dishonest, the video is not good. When we go there, we see a strong dislike ratio, we know that there is something wrong with this video, and they're basically trying to remove that altogether. Now guys, as you can probably surmise, the problem, the reason why everyone was kind of freaking pissed, in my opinion, was this first couple of lines. In response to creator feedback, no one where's this feedback coming from? Okay, is Will Smith out in the back being like, yeah, I think you should get rid of the dislike button, homie Susan? And Susan's like, you know what, that's a great idea, Will Smith, because you suggested that, we'll go ahead and implement it. Because if you look at these quote retweets and these replies, which we will in a second, literally everyone and their mom is talking about how this is a terrible idea. Of course, obviously I had to get in this, and I put in quotes, in response to creator feedback, and I put your girl from Ba Sing Se, who said there's no war in Ba Sing Se. This is an Avatar The Last Airbender reference, in case you haven't watched it. I watched it, last year, kind of late, but this was pretty good. This guy Rusty Cage said, how will viewers quickly be able to know the general rating of the video and whether or not they should invest time into watching something? Time is valuable, bad decision, dislike. In which YouTube responded, viewer feedback is an important part of YouTube, but we've heard from creators BS that the current experience can negatively impact their well-being. We also know that public dislike counts sometimes motivate targeted campaigns of dislikes on some videos. So okay, they're talking about, Team YouTube is talking about mass dislikes, going to someone's channel and doing mass dislikes. Number one, I don't think that even actually happens anymore. You're not even allowed to do that. If there is a video that says, hey, go out there and mass dislike their video, then you can get caught for that, and basically your video can get suspended, your account can get suspended. You're not allowed to do large dislike bombs. You can't attack another creator like that in the first place. Now guys, here's a prime example of YouTube's gaslighting when it comes to them replying. This guy said, please don't get rid of the dislike button. It's one of the small ways the online community can still push back against bad content. This will make the website worse. In which Team YouTube says, thanks for sending this our way. We're not removing the button, but we're experimenting with a few designs that don't include the visibility of dislike counts. Hope this helps clarify. No, this does not clarify. That's the point. The guy specifically meant don't get rid of the ability for us to see the dislikes. And they're like, hey, no, we're not getting rid of the button. We're just getting rid of the point of the button. The reason why you would hit the button, the reason why you want to see the button, we're getting rid of that. Like they're so, ooh. Let's get into some bigger names in this topic. So let's get into some juicy meats. My boy Mudo Harris, aka Ordinary Gamer, said, we don't need this feature. Dislikes help in identifying problems in content creator. Crap. I use my own dislike gauge to identify how a video is treated. Piccolo says, this sucks. YouTube is feeling less of a social network website and feeling more like cable TV. The dislike video shows people if, for example, a tutorial is trustworthy and is already able to be disabled. Please do not do this. You literally have everybody on Twitter, because you can't talk to them on YouTube, by the way. You have to talk to YouTube on another platform to have a conversation with them. And we'll go in that in a moment. Everyone is literally saying no. Creator feedback. Creator feedback has said 99% no. Everyone disliked that. And they're just like, yeah, but this is just a small experiment based on creator feedback. No, lies. You're lying to my face. Jacksepticeye said, what about content that is objectively bad and harmful to people, like scams, etc., right? People make bad videos on YouTube videos to take advantage of people, take advantage of kids, take advantage of audience, take advantage of people who don't know things. There's a lot of bad videos and content creators out there as well that would abuse this concept. And I don't think, YouTube had anything to say about that. They were just like, well, I don't know, but it's a small experiment. My boy D'Angelo Wallace was in that thread. He said, y'all be like, quote unquote, in response to creator feedback, and then ignore the majority of creators giving you feedback when you announce these decisions. Yes, and obviously YouTube had nothing to say about this. They just sitting on the sideline. Charlie, aka Moist Critical, aka Penguin Zero, says scam channels just got a huge boner from this change. Hiding dislikes will make it harder for people to know if a video is promoting a scam. So guys, we're going to pivot to my own experience with YouTube. This just happened literally like 2 days ago, okay? And I tweeted to YouTube and I said, hey, Team YouTube, woke up in my video being demonetized for controversial issues. Graphic, blah, 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 stuff that I can't say because then obviously I'll get demonetized. None of that exists. I only talk about, I can't even know if I can say this word, the movie, nothing else. Can you please look into this? And it took them literally almost 24 hours for them to respond. Yeah, literally 24 hours from the respond. They said, thanks for sending this our way. Our team confirmed that the limited monetization icon on your video is correct due to its depiction of a sensitive event. Now, guys, this is actually false, okay? My video did not get flagged for a sensitive event. When you go to the actual video, I think I might be able to show you guys directly. If you look at this video, it said a human reviewer found that your video is suitable for limited ads, aka you ain't getting paid squat for it. And it says controversial issues, okay? However, when we talk to YouTube on Twitter, they say that it got flagged for a sensitive event. And when you click the link, it basically talks about reasons why you might get your video deflagged or whatever. And as you guys can see here, controversial issues, the reason why they first flagged it, and sensitive events. Two separate things, not the same thing. So number one, they already lied to me, okay? They just straight up just lied to me. So I replied, I still have no idea what you're referring to in my video. I don't play any clips from any other sources, and I've censored the subject matter in my speech. How am I able to determine why with this explanation at Team YouTube? You guys know how I do it around here. I try not to get demonetized here because it's my only source of income and I'm not big enough to get demonetized, okay? So I'm just like, look, dog, what's going on? I'm trying to keep my videos PG friendly. What exactly are you trying to bust me for and why? And this is how they replied. By the way, I brought up the concept to them how there was two separate events. So I brought this up to them. I'm talking to them. I'm talking to a human. And I'm literally saying you guys are contradicting yourselves. And this is how they reply. They said, we recommend checking out the link we've shared earlier about our advertiser-friendly content guidelines so that you can be guided. Reach back out if needed. So I literally am showing them the guidelines. And they are basically saying, I recommend you go out to the guidelines. Like not answering any question whatsoever. And also, there is a section in the sensitive events topic that if you are talking about a sensitive event, but if you are talking about it in a way where you're giving news, then it's an exception and that is okay. So you guys know I'm not a news channel, but I talk about things the way to give you guys information and new information. You guys basically present me the news and I come back and I regurgitate it basically. And yeah, it said under that explanation, it says news reporting is okay, which is what I do. I report the news. So yeah, this whole thing with me and YouTube finishes with me saying, hi, I did. I read it extensively. I cannot locate where my video connects the line here. You guys are not explaining why. You're not giving me a way to appeal. I just got flagged with no way to appeal. And it says, you can check out our ad-friendly guidelines for best practices to avoid getting limited ads on your videos. Also use this resource to self-rate your content. Tweet back at us if needed. And I just said, you know what? You're not answering my questions. I give up. Y'all win. Because every question that I ask, I'm getting an answer that doesn't even answer the question. So long story short, this kind of just shows the effectiveness and helpfulness of YouTube when it comes to creator feedback, okay? Because if they're not listening to me, if they're not answering the questions, the concerns that I have for my own channel for a video getting demonetized and me losing revenue, what makes you think that they're going to listen to hundreds of thousands of people saying why they don't want a dislike bar? They probably want to do this for their own specific reasons. There is no creators out there saying, hey guys, we need to get rid of the dislike bar. None. If there is somebody, there's nobody big and it's not enough of a people. This is a small percentage. It's a very big minority of people. They probably have their own personal agenda for putting this in here for their own commercial reasons to make it maybe more friendly for more brands to come through. I don't know, but it's not supposed to help us and it's not based on us. And it's really annoying when YouTube basically says, hey, based on your feedback, we're going to do this when we've been asking for many other things. Like as a creator, we want you to get rid of the whole ranking system where it says 1 out of 10, 10 out of 10. We're tired of being judged against our own videos. Get rid of that. It's not good for our health, you know, but they're not going to do that because it doesn't benefit them. But yeah, guys, that's the whole YouTube and the dislikes things in a nutshell. You guys might see it in the near future. If you do see it on this video, let me know. But please don't hit the dislike button. Reminder to hit the like button. I know you guys are now kind of like probably want to press it, but please don't because it doesn't help my video. But yeah, anyway, that's the system. Let's move on to the next topic. So Q-Tip said James Charles is at it again. Jesus Christ, bro. James Charles is just... this man gets caught in 4K. He gets caught in AK for basically sending messages to underage kids, people who are minors. He got caught for it. And for whatever reason, this guy's response is to do it 5 more times. I kid you not. This man has been caught in 8K and 16K and 32, whatever K it is, he's been caught at least 6 times with actual evidence from TikTok users, from people talking to people underage. You know, like the first time, what's that quote says? You know, George Bush said, a famous man said, fool me once, shame on me. You fool me once, can't get fooled again, you know? James Charles said, oh dang, fool me once, I'm gonna get fooled 6 more times. I don't get it. So guys, there's not a lot to talk about in this situation. There was just another person who came out with a TikTok video that has since been removed, where basically showcases James Charles basically talking to a minor in a way where he probably should not have been doing it, and it's gotten removed apparently because the police might be involved in the situation now. And after this happened, there's been reports of basically a lot of people unfollowing him on Instagram and Twitter. People who are unfollowing him who are his mutuals, I think it's like Kylie Jenner or something like that. But yeah, it's just like I don't get it. Like, you're James Charles, okay? You're a very super popular, successful figure. Why are you going on Snapchat and talking to your fans and not verifying age? Like, I don't mind influencers going out there and dating. And actually, I don't even mind YouTubers dating their fans. I don't mind that. As long as it's consensual, it's 2 adults, you know, like you're not sitting there creeping in the territory of young age stuff where people are like 15, 16 and you're coming at them when they're 18. As long as that's not happening, fine. Do you boo-boo 2 consenting adults. But this guy is getting caught nonstop talking to underage kids. And I want to believe that, you know, this was either him not doing it on purpose, him not realizing it. But when it happens 6 times, What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to believe? James Charles, what do you want everyone to do? This is it's absolutely disgusting behavior. You cannot keep giving this guy a pass for this disgusting behavior of just talking to just underage fans. Anyway, yeah, if you go on Twitter, I mean, I can't show majority of this stuff because I know the Susan is basically watching this video ready for me to slip up, okay? You know? So, but I did see this tweet that looks fine. Somebody said, hey, just thought I would share these tweets from yesterday on James Charles. They made me roll over laughing. And it's James Charles saying, hey, love you, Nas. And somebody replied and ratioed this man. I think he's too old for your liking. So they are roasting James Charles. James Charles is blocking people left and right. He's getting unfriended and unliked, and people, his mutuals are leaving him and abandoning him like in spades. Ethan and H3 and Trisha Paytas, they are going in on James Charles. They already went in on David Dobrik, and now he's basically been canceled to infinity. And now James Charles is on the chopping block again. But he's on the chopping block, but he's always been on the chopping block. It's just the sixth time for another offense. So I'm curious to see if there's going to be any sponsors pulling out on here. I feel like it's got to happen soon, right? Like after all of these accusations, something's got to happen. I wonder if James has said anything. He probably hasn't. Let me go to his Twitter page and see if he said anything. He hasn't tweeted anything since 3 days ago, in which he says camel toes. I'm pretty sure he's deleted a lot of tweets as well where he was basically getting ratioed. Let me check his tweet replies. I don't know what's going to happen with James Charles. I don't know if he's going to get David Dobrik's. I don't know. I don't understand how he's still standing after all of this. I don't get why he keeps finding himself in this place unless he's doing it on purpose, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like if I got caught accidentally talking to somebody who was a minor and I didn't verify and I was like, oh my God, that's bad. Or somebody lied about their age to me, I would never get caught again, bro. I would never get got again, okay? I would never make that mistake again. I would get all of the proof, all of the passports. I would get 2 or 3 other people to verify the person. I would just go through all the hoops because I'm a brand. I'm a business, and I have to be very careful not to be talking to anybody who's lying about their age. And it's not hard to do. That's the biggest thing. It's not difficult to not do that, but he keeps doing it. I can understand one thing if it's like impossible to prove age because there's no sort of identification or someone faked their ID. Yes, I get that, but it's not difficult, and yet he keeps finding himself in the same place, which makes me think that he's doing it on purpose. But anyway, I'm sure James Charles is going to have to respond at some point in time. My guess is that sponsors will potentially start pulling out again, domino effect, like David Dobrik, and then he's going to come out with an apology video, and his apology video is going to be one of 2 things. Either one, he's going to deny and say that all the victims are lying. He's going to say that they're just trying to cancel him and that they all lied. That's what he's going to do. All 6 of them all lied. Or 2, he's going to apologize but spin it in a way where it's not his fault and it might be a bad apology. Hopefully he gets reviewed by PewDiePie or whatever, and then he might have to make a second apology, but that's probably what's going to happen. We're probably going to be getting some kind of response video soon. If he makes another tweet about this, people are going to be pissed off because from the last allegations, he did just that. He made a tweet talking about the situation and he said, it wasn't me, I had no idea, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, that's the James Charles situation. All right, we're going to wrap up with this. There was a few more other topics, but it wasn't a lot that I really wanted to talk about. Like there was like this thing with Quazo and Saweetie. I didn't feel like talking about that because I don't really know those people too much and I just don't really care. But yeah, Yellow Wool said Nike is suing Lil Nas X because of his Satan shoes. So this is just a follow-up from what we've already talked about, how Lil Nas X came out with a music video, Call Me By Your Name. He basically descended from heaven. I keep telling this story, but he went to hell and he basically gave the devil a lap dance. And then afterwards, he started selling some shoes, his Satan shoes. The Satan shoes had a Nike brand on there as well. And it had like the hexagon, the pentagram or whatever, the devil signal on there. And he was selling it for like $1,000 a pop. I think he was selling 666 of them, literally 666 of them. So it's as demonic as it can get. If I look at this, it says Nike is suing the maker of Lil Nas X's Satan shoes. I'll go ahead and read the article for you guys really fast. So yeah, guys, here's the shoes right here in question, and it definitely has a Nike sign on it, Nike Air Max right here by the Satan shoe. And it says Nike is suing the maker of the viral Satan shoes created in collaboration with Lil Nas X, claiming the sneakers' unsanctioned devilish theme is damaging to the company's brand. MSCHF, which I guess is Mischief, a company behind a variety of viral stunts, announced it was dropping exactly 666 limited edition pairs of the Satan shoes, altered versions of the Nike Air Max 97s that feature red embroidery on the side, a bronze pentagram attached to the laces, a new red sock liner, and the red ink with exactly 1 drop of human blood and the sneaker's midsole. That's kind of weird. Apparently, Lil Nas X said this, and quote, "People will be angry. They will say I'm pushing an agenda," aka, I guess, you know, the devil, Satan worshiping. He wrote on Twitter after the song debuted, "But the truth is, I am. The agenda is to make people stay the F out of other people's lives and stop dictating who they should be." By the way, guys, I'm not reading this entire thing. I'm just going to the parts that you guys need to know. It said, hours later, Nike filed a lawsuit asking a court to stop Mischief from actually distributing the shoes. Nike is also asking the company to pay for the damage done to his brand for making significant changes to the original Air Max 97 design without its approval or authorization. Quote, "Nike has not and does not approve or authorize Mischief's customized Satan shoes," end quote. The company's attorneys wrote in the complaint, "Decisions about what products to put the swoosh on to belong to Nike, not to third parties like Mischief." So yeah, this is big because Nike is huge, and I'm sure Nike is going to sue for a lot of damages, bro. Like, of course I would be pissed off if I was Nike as well. If somebody took my shoe brand and turned it into Satan shoes and started selling it. Like, it don't look good for my brand at all, and especially if I didn't approve it. Like, oh, somebody's going to be paying a lot of money. I don't know if it's going to be Lil Nas X. I don't know if it's going to be the company Mischief. I don't know who is actually going to be getting sued for this, but it's going to be for a lot of money. In terms of some comments, it says, another comment showed someone claiming, "I will never wear another pair of Nike, and I am throwing away all the ones I have now. What a disgrace. This is pure evil." But yeah, Lil Nas X made a tweet about it. He said, meanwhile, he was trolling, said, "Me after the Nike lawsuit." As a picture of Squidward from SpongeBob holding his hand out, you know.
Spare change.
Like, he's trolling. Maybe it doesn't matter to him. Maybe he's making so much money off this song, and he's not making as much money off the shoes that he's making off the song, but maybe he's making so much money he just doesn't care. I mean, it'd be one thing if the shoes was in the actual video, but hey, maybe these are damages that he'd be willing to pay for the publicity stunt being more, because basically Lil Nas X has turned this entire thing into a very huge marketing campaign for you to go and watch and listen to his song Call Me By Your Name. So yeah, guys, that's the situation in a nutshell. Now I want to go something else a little bit more personal. You guys always ask me to talk about what I want. Talk about me. Okay, I want to talk about this comment that one of you guys left in my videos. You said, "Dang, you could have disavowed the satanic fantasies of hell from Lil Nas, but you're encouraging it by laughing along, ... You're an influencer. Young, impressionable kids will see this and further make fun of Christianity and support Satan after watching this vid." My vid specifically, not not Lil Nas X, you know, no, that's not the problem. My video where I laugh and shrug off the situation as Lil Nas X being a troll is going to support Satan after they watch it. And then they continue to say, "I'm a huge fan, Omni, but this was a bad move. Do better." Now look, I don't reply to comments. I don't highlight stupid comments like this, because then what happens is that people want to make more comments like this. They'll probably try to criticize me more and more videos to see if they can get on my video. A lot of people do this. They'll see this and they're like, "Oh yeah, maybe if I come at Omni, then he'll put me up." No, this is not going to be a common occurrence thing. So if you do want to post something like this, I'll probably just block you, because I don't want to see it anyway if you're being a troll. But I will address this one specifically because it really grinded my gears for many reasons. First of all, the first line, I could have disavowed the satanic fantasies of hell from Lil Nas. Yeah, I could have disavowed it. I could also support it. I could have said, "Hey guys, worship Satan. I think Satan is cool. I think Lil Nas X is cool. I think the shoes is cool. Go buy them, worship Satan." I could be a Satan worshiper. So don't come out here with me. You don't know my religious beliefs. You don't know my stances. And don't come out here and telling me that I should or could or would have done something that has nothing to do with you. Okay, you don't know me and you don't need to tell me what to do. They go on saying, "But you're encouraging it by laughing along." Now here's another thing. Okay, so in this video, in this segment, in these series, we come across racism all the time. And sometimes when someone's being racist, I laugh. Sometimes as a black guy, when I see racism on the internet, I sit back and just laugh and chuckle and be like, "Dang, I can't believe someone could be this racist," because I can't sit there and be sad or mad or offended every single time I see it, because it happens so many times. So one of the ways that I kind of cope is just kind of been like, wow, and kind of just shrug it off with a laugh. But then what really grinds my gears, guys, is the follow when he says, "You're an influencer." Use the I word. I feel like the I word, influencer. I make YouTube videos. I am a person where I have to be responsible with what I say, because I influenced you. You watching the video. If I tell you to go buy those Satan shoes, then you will become a Satan worshiper. I have to be careful with that. And I think what pisses me off about that is because it's trying to make someone have more responsibility that they actually have. When I make these videos, when I talk to you guys, I always try to be as neutral as possible, okay? Obviously, I have my own opinions. After I give the stances, I'll let you know how I truly feel about it. But my goal is always to come correct with all the facts and then let you guys determine how you want to feel based on the information, okay? I'm not sitting here telling you what you need to feel. And sometimes I'll have a statement or sometimes I'll have a take that you guys won't agree with. And that's the point. That's the entire point of this show between you and I, is that we're giving takes and we're sharing it, but we're doing it in a way where we can, at the end of the day, we can hug it out, okay? We're trying to be respectful about things that would be controversial. And on Twitter, everyone would be crying and farting and coughing about the whole thing. And here we're chilling and we're talking about our differences in a healthy way because that's just how it should be done, in my opinion. So if you are a young, impressionable kid from my channel, more than likely, if you see me making a take, then you are basically already under the notion that you're not supposed to follow it. You're supposed to come to your own conclusion. I tell you the situation, you guys hear what I have to say. You don't sit there and blindly agree with me. And a lot of you tell me like, hey, Omni, you know, I appreciate what you do. I don't really agree with this take, but I do agree with your approach with it. And so, okay, grinding my gears, let's move on. Young, impressionable kids will see this and further make fun of Christianity and support Satan after watching this vid. No. Kids will make fun of Christianity because of you, because of people like you. This is why they will make fun of Christianity, because you are going and telling people how they should feel, how they should act, how they should be. And no one likes being told that, okay? No one likes to be saying, you need to be doing this. And here's why, because God said so, and because Satan is ugly. I feel like it's funny. I have Christian background. I have a very strong Christian background when I was growing up. And I've always noticed that the reason why people don't want to believe in Christianity, who don't want to be a part of the ship, are people like this, who try to shove their ideals into other people's faces. It's not an idea of like, hey man, have you heard of Christianity? Have you heard of Jesus Christ? Do you want to know more about the religion? If not, that's cool, you know, but if you do, you know, I got some information, it might help you. It's helped me kind of thing. That's not the approach that a lot of people come with. They kind of look down at you from the podium, judge you like you are God, and basically say, look, this is what you're doing, and you're going to go to hell for basically doing this when you could have gone to heaven. Anyway, here's where it gets worse, okay? I'm a huge fan. Okay? I'm a huge fan, but this was a bad move. Do better. This line, it could be a copy pasta. Imagine doing this. Imagine saying, hey, I love you very much, but what you did was bad and you need to do better. I think this is a line that my mom has probably told me, or somebody manipulative in my life has done this, kind of saying like, hey, I love you, but you need to be a better person. And it pisses me off. Don't virtue signal me and in the same line or sentence tell me that you care about me or that you're a huge fan. Because if you were a huge fan, then you wouldn't do that. That's the whole point. So don't come at me with a compliment and then hit me with a do better. Nah, just stay out my DMs, stay out my messages. Don't watch my videos if this is who you're going to be, because I don't need this energy in my life. But yeah, that was just one comment. There was a lot of you who basically said, yo, Omni, I don't really feel good about the whole Satan shoes. I feel like it's kind of going overboard, man, me personally. But yeah, and I respect that. When people give opinions, they be like, you know what? I don't know if I'm about the life of laughing about this. I feel uncomfortable about it. That's fine. And there's a lot of you who said it in a respectful way, but I just felt like kind of going off at the handle right now because that comment really triggered me. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks for listening to me rant at the end about this whole situation. I'll let you guys go. If you guys made it to the end, do me a favor, leave a like. It really, really helps the video. And subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll see you guys later. Brush your teeth, floss, try not to go to hell, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Take it easy. Peace.